Greetings, class. This is Professor LaShawn Bold. Welcome to Social Work 3302, the Lifespan Development and Human Behavior course. I wanted to give you a little tour around the course here. Obviously, you can click around yourself. You really can't break it, so feel free to click all over. But I just wanted to take you on a little tour to let you know where everything is and what you can expect. And then I'll also give you a video on the syllabus in a different section. But here we'll just go over what the course looks like. I'm here on the first page of the course, and typically when you open your course, it'll say announcements. This is somewhere you want to look frequently. Always check your announcements and your MyMav email a couple times a week. I know email is getting a little bit antiquated, but it's what we use for communication. So anytime I make a change in the class, or you need to know something, or I even post extra credit there, you're going to want to check those announcements. So you will probably start here in the Start Here area, and this is where I'll be posting this particular video, but there's a welcome here from me. So I want to encourage you to read for detail on this welcome, and also keep it there as a reference for the future when you have questions. But there's that. And then I ask every student to please post your profile on your picture on Blackboard, and there's some instructions here on how to do it. But up here in the right hand corner is where your picture is, and if you don't have a picture up there, it's going to be just a little blank. But let me just give you a quick training on that. You would click there and then click there, and it'll give you the option of your settings and how to re-upload a picture if you would like to do that. So let me go back here. So that's up in the right hand corner. I do ask that students do that. We're not going to use your picture for anything else but communicating here. And it would be good for you to be able to network yourself by having your picture there. So I encourage everyone to please put your picture on the Blackboard profile. It's really the most studious and potentially professional thing that you can do. Then you have the syllabus here. I'm working over here, if you'll see from the left, all of these little sections over here are the most helpful to you. There's the syllabus, and if you go over there and click on it, brings up the syllabus. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but not right now. This is the course text for this class. It is Human Behavior, the Changing Life course, and it's by Hutchison, and it is the 5th edition. You do want to have the 5th edition if you can, because some of the quizzes and things like that, the page numbers will match up with the assignments. So it's really best to use this particular revision of the text. And then when we go to course materials, that's where you'll be working most of the time from course materials. And I've placed a weekly checklist here of things that you need to make sure that you do every week. So read that for detail so you'll know that you can keep up with that. And then each week is put into modules. And you'll see that that's kind of the way that we're doing things in the School of Social Work is through these module areas. So I'm just going to click on one and show you. So I clicked on module 1, and this module actually, reflects what's on your syllabus. So you'll want to make sure that you are familiar with your syllabus, and we'll talk about that again in just a little bit. But one of the first things that I ask you to do in this class is to do a video introduction. And again, I know some people get a little bit uncomfortable with that, but it's really a great way for us to get to know each other is to introduce ourselves on video. This will be one of the only times that you do a video in this class, but I'm sure there are other classes that will require that. And you can use any format to get us there if you want to. But you can even videotape yourself on your phone if you know how to get that to YouTube. However you can make a video of yourself and tell us about you and answer these questions, that's what we'll look at. And then you would post it here. So let me click there so you can see. You'll create a thread, and within that thread, you would make it either an attachment or a YouTube link. The links would come up over here. So you can figure that out. It's not too difficult once you get started. Let me get out of cancel. Okay, let's go back to course materials. Okay, so we were in module 1. Here you'll find most of the PowerPoints are voiced by me. So you'll want to make sure you watch those PowerPoints. And then in the syllabus, there are quizzes. Those are here. Almost everything you need each week is in the modules. All of the videos. I do encourage people to watch all of the videos because they're a great supplement that provides examples for what you're reading in the course. It is absolutely necessary that you read this course text, or you won't be able to do any of the activities. There's a group activity and that type of thing here, so you're going to want to make sure that you read the book and keep up with the book. And quite frankly, I can tell when students don't read the book, so it's a good idea to get the book and keep up with it. But there's also going to be some weekly activities and discussion boards and things like that. So that's what the module 1 looks like. So if you'll go back here and you can see module 1, it goes all the way through to module 14. Just to show you around a little bit more, there is a grades area here, and I encourage students to keep up with your grades and know what's going on there. There's an area of discussions here. We don't have a lot of discussion boards in this class. I used to do a lot of discussion boards, but I cut them out because they weren't really serving as much of a purpose as some of the other activities that we could do. So not as many discussion boards. There's only a couple of them there. And then we have a groups section. You will be seeking out other students to form small groups of no more than 4. And in this groups area is where your leader will post your group. Okay, so you've all been given this assignment. I need to kind of change that and clean that up a little bit. I'll do that. But this is where your group will have the instructions there, and then down here at the bottom, when you click on your group, first of all, you'll have a name there. Other than groups 1, you're supposed to come up with a group name. And then down here where it says group assignments, that's where you'll post that final group presentation to be graded. So you can also put it here, and it goes to the same place. Click there, it goes to the same place. Okay, let's go back to course materials. I always go back to course materials when I get going in this. You also have a UTA email. You can email me, you can email other students, communicate. There's a help area and resources. And then I have the postings of some of the assignments here. So here is where you post your group presentation, the feedback for the group form, class feedback for the groups. That's a discussion area. And then also you have a case study paper. So not to overwhelm you too much, I just want to point out what the areas are that you're going to need to know about when you get started. So let's go back to start here. And I'm going to end this. I just want to make sure that you know how to navigate everything. If I were you, I would go ahead and just click around, see what you can find, see if you can become familiar with it. That way it'll flow much easier. But I have found that the format and the setup of my Blackboards is usually pretty user-friendly. So if you have any questions, be sure and email me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the class.